Hello there, welcome or welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name's Samantha and this is my channel where I talk all about books. Today I'm coming to you with a reading vlog for the Bookoplathon. It is actually already the 7th of September, so we're a week in. I actually have finished one book for my TBR, but only one, because basically I was away in Mexico on a holiday and I got back September 1st, so I actually kind of missed everything with the Bookoplathon, and then because I have notifications on Twitter for the Bookoplathon, I started getting all these notifications and I was like, oh wow, it's September, that means it's the Bookoplathon. So I last minute decided to participate. I didn't even like build my TBR until the 3rd of September, I think. So I know what books I'm reading, but I haven't actually filmed my TBR yet. That's something I need to do today. Anyway, so I've had a little bit of a slow start to the Bookoplathon, and then I haven't read very much because since coming back from Mexico, I had one day off. So I got back on Thursday, the 1st of September. I didn't work that day, and then I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then yesterday I spent the day with my boyfriend. So yeah, and he's actually just gone to work. He stayed over last night as well, so he's just gone off to work, and then I had the dentist this morning. Anyway, so today's like my first day properly at home since coming back from Mexico, because even though the day I arrived I was at home, I was such a waste of space because I barely slept on the plane, and I decided that I was just going to stay awake so that I kind of adjusted a bit better to the jet lag. Didn't work that well. I was quite jet lagged over the weekend, but I feel fine now finally, so that's good. But yeah, because of all that, I haven't really had a chance to like get things back in order since coming home. So I have lots of stuff to do today. I have to fully clean my room because I unpacked everything, but I just kind of dumped things wherever I could. So if you see my desk, like you can't see it that well, but it is a mess. So yeah, that's a mess. My bookshelves are a mess, which you're sitting on my bookshelf right now, and it's a mess. Everywhere's a mess. So I really need to tidy my room. But from my TBR, I'm currently reading Clockwork Princess, which was my pick for the role of a book featuring a death, because Clockwork Princess definitely does. It includes at least one. And I already finished Truly Devious, which was my pick for the autumn space, because Truly Devious really gave me autumnal vibes, and I had actually already started it before the readathon, but I finished it during the readathon, so that counts for me. But I really want to read the sequel now because I really enjoyed that. So I think I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get the sequel onto this TBR. I don't think it's gonna happen because all of my other ones are kind of set in stone. I got a couple chances, a community shelf, fave genre, which the Truly Devious is like a mystery, so that's not my favorite genre, so definitely couldn't do that. I could do it for Features of Death, but I'm already reading Clockwork Princess, so. And then I got a TBR vet, and it's not a TBR vet if it's just got on my TBR, so. But I will have filmed my TBR by the time this video gets posted, so I'll link it up in the card so you can get a full rundown of my TBR. Anyway, so like I said, I've got loads of tasks to do today. I have to go through all my emails again as well. Maybe like 6 weeks ago I went through all of my emails and I got my inbox down to 0 unread emails, and then since being on holiday, obviously I wasn't checking my email at all, and that has like shot up again, so now I have over 100 again. So I need to go through my emails as well and tidy and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to listen to the Clockwork Princess audiobook whilst I do that. I also have been listening to that audiobook while I'm at work, because there are always a couple hours in the morning where we don't have any customers and I'm just cleaning and stuff, so I listen to my audiobook while I do that. So I'm hoping to have Clockwork Princess finished by the end of the week. I think that should be doable. I listen to around 15% per shift, so, and I'm 45% of the way through now, so I should have it finished by the end of the week. I do need to start reading something else, but I'm not sure what, because I really just want to read The Vanishing Stair, which is the sequel to Truly Devious. So I don't know whether I'm going to start something else or if I'm just going to get that one. Part of me is like, maybe I should just read that, binge that series, get it out of my system, and then I can focus on other things, but I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the vlog. I'm going to start cleaning now, so insert a cleaning montage maybe, and I'll talk to you later. You look crazy, try to behave, you're too fucked up to make sense, so stop your tragedy. You're spilling all over me. I used to like when you were around, think I've grown tired, shot from the static, wells dried up. It's time to find the sink. Try to drive yourself home in this condition. Walk the line, don't fall. Cut my chop in two.
got me talking so long about the truth in circles. Where do I start? It's getting dark, but you keep it all inside. A heart of stone, you cannot feel this wave I'm on. Is up for the kill? I'm coming now. I'm trying to make you bend. Cut my chop in two. You need me, I don't need you. I've had all my fear. Meet me halfway with my pills.
Is 4 p.m. and I'm finally almost done, but not quite done, but almost done tidying my room. I just have a few things left on my bed to find homes for, and yeah, it's been very time consuming. I've been listening to the audiobook for Clockwork Princess for the last hour or so. I'm now 58% of the way through. According to this, I have 3 hours and 53 minutes left of the audiobook, but I needed a break from having headphones in my ears, so I am taking a break from listening to the audiobook, and also I had to do some stuff on my computer which I like to concentrate for. Anyway, but while I was doing everything, my Feel Unique package arrived, so let's unbox it for fun. I just got some skincare stuff because I was running low. I got some hyaluronic acid because I'm running out. I got like a retinoid thing because I saw a reel and it was like things I wish I had started doing in my 20s, like skincare stuff, and it was from a dermatologist, and one of the things she mentioned was retinol or retinoid, whatever, same thing. So I got this to start using, but apparently it can really irritate your skin. You're only supposed to use it like once or twice a week. That's gonna be fun. Like, I feel a bit weird about getting something that's purposely gonna irritate my skin, you know? I got a new cleanser because at the moment they don't have my normal cleanser in stock, but I'm completely out. So I got some from the Inky List. Oh, these are both the Ordinary because that's my go-to, and then the Inky List is also fine. I don't like their stuff quite as much as I like the Ordinary, but it will do. Salicylic acid cleanser because I have oily skin. Oh, I forgot about this. I got a tinted lip balm. Oh, this is very dark. Let's see. To me on camera, it doesn't look like it made any difference. Okay, I definitely made a little bit of a difference. I always use lip balm, so I thought, why not get a tinted one just for something new? But this is the worst packaging ever. Like, I completely understand. Save the planet and everything. I want to, but only if it works. This is the brand Effique, and it's in Sugar Plum. And the cool thing about Feel Unique is that you can, if you spend a certain amount of money, you always get a free sample. And I like to get free perfume samples so I can test out different ones. So I got the Kylie Love Fest Burning Cherry. I don't know if the name is Love Fest or Burning Cherry, but I had another one from this brand and it smelled really good. So thought I would try another one, although I'm never going to buy this perfume because it's like really expensive, but what can you do? And then I also got the Prada Paradox, which I imagine is also very expensive. So that's my little Feel Unique haul. I also got rosemary oil because I know it's supposed to be good for your hair. And basically because I was on holiday in like a really hot place, I was washing my hair all the time. So I think my hair has definitely had some damage. So I thought I would try out rosemary oil because I've been seeing it on reels. Thought I would try it. It's my little Feel Unique haul. I'm gonna finish tidying my room. I'm gonna do my job application, and if at the end of that I have any energy left to film, I might film, but if not, I'm going to try and film either tomorrow before work or tomorrow after work. It's been a much longer day than I was anticipating, but my room was a complete mess and it does almost look like a completely new space. I will show you later though, once I've finished everything. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later. Okay, first of all, I put some more on and you can definitely see it. And I like it, so that's good. And second of all, I'm stupid. You push it from the bottom. You push it upwards instead of trying to twist it. Because obviously it's not going to work with cardboard. Obviously it's not going to twist. So I'm stupid. This is actually really smart packaging. And who knows, maybe this will be my go-to. We're going to see how moisturizing it is over the next little while. But anyway, that's all. Okay, bye. Hello, good morning. It's Thursday. Oh my god, yesterday was a long freaking day. I was still working on my application at like 9 o'clock. I think I finally sent it in at 9. So yeah, it was a long day, but my room is very tidy. Okay, it doesn't look that tidy, but I promise it is. And my application is in, so I pretty much ticked everything off of my to-do list apart from the booktube stuff. Although I did actually just film my TBR, which is something I was going to do yesterday, but I was like, I have time this morning, so I'm going to film it quickly before I go to work. And then I still need to film my wrap up, but I will have to do that another day, I guess. And then my plan is to edit the TBR when I get home from work because I finish at 6, so I should be able to do it. I did read a little bit more of Clockwork Princess last night. I think I just read one more chapter. So yeah, I don't have that much left, so I'm hoping to finish it over the next couple of days at work. And then I really need to start something else as well, but I don't know what to read. And I really just want to read The Vanishing Stair. But I realized, okay, so the ebook is like £4.50. At my library, they now have a fee if you want to reserve books, but it's only £1. So it's cheaper if I actually reserve the book at my library and go pick it up than it is to buy the ebook. So I'm thinking to just do that. But the problem is I haven't been to my library in ages, and basically every year you have to go in and confirm that you still live in the jurisdiction. So my account expired basically. So I have to go into my library and tell them, oh hey, I still live in this jurisdiction before I can reserve it. Yeah, I think I just need to start something else in the meantime, and then next week I'm going to sort that out so that I can get books, because I really want to continue that series because I really enjoyed Truly Devious. But anyway, I'm very hungry now, so I need to go eat my breakfast. I need to finish getting ready for work. I'm actually like fully ready for work apart from my top. I put on a different top to film, so I just need to put on my work shirt and get my apron, and then I'm ready to go after more coffee and food. So I could actually listen to the audiobook now whilst I do all that stuff. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And then hopefully I can get the audiobook done very soon. I'm really enjoying it, but I just want to obviously be finished with it because I want to know what happens, even though obviously I already know what happens because this is a reread, but you know. And then I can start something else, which will be good. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you later. Hello. This looks so stupid. Even better. Hello friends, it's Friday evening, and it's actually Friday night. It's like 9:30 at night. I am clearly trying out some heatless curls because basically when this trend became a thing, I had just cut my hair really short because I've been cutting my hair short for years, and yeah, I feel like this became a big thing in like summer 2020. I had been growing out my hair, especially because of like the pandemic and everything. I hadn't been able to go to the hairdresser, so my hair had grown out a little bit, and then I chopped it all off because I really like having short hair. But I'm growing it out again. We'll see how long that lasts. And it's finally got to a point where it's kind of long enough to try this out. But I don't know if it actually is long enough. So I thought, you know, today's hair wash day. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And then if it doesn't look good, it's fine because I'll just put my hair up for work tomorrow. And if it does look good, then I'll have nice hair for work tomorrow. Not that it really matters because I do not care whatsoever what I look like at work. TLDR, I wanted to see if the heatless hack would work on my hair. I am so tired because I've been looking at my computer a lot more the last few days than I had for like months, because basically I just never spend time on my computer anymore, like barely ever. And especially being on holiday, I didn't go on my computer at all, obviously, because I didn't bring it with me. And so I think that now being on the computer gives me a headache and makes me really tired, because on Wednesday night I was exhausted after doing my job application. And then yesterday I edited my TBR for Bookoplathon. I'll link it in the card. Go check it out. Support me. I would love it if you did. But yeah, I filmed that yesterday morning and then I edited it after work. And I was so tired afterwards. Anyway, and so I'm really tired today as well. I was gonna edit a different video because I want a video to go up on Sunday as well, but I just opened it up and I was just like, nah, I'm gonna finish watching the YouTube video I'm watching and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Well, I'm not gonna go to sleep, but I'm gonna get into bed and read. I do have some exciting read updates. I have in fact finished my second book for the readathon. Today I finished reading Clockwork Princess while I was at work. I had the audiobook and I had like an hour left, I think, after yesterday, so I just put in my headphones and I mopped the floor and I finished the audiobook. And it was pretty great. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I would have given it 5, I think, if I had read it physically, but I do love an audiobook while I'm at work. It just makes everything go so much easier because I spend about an hour just cleaning every morning while I'm at work. If I listen to an audiobook, it just makes everything go by faster and it's not as miserable. So yeah, I do like to listen to an audiobook. But yeah, I really really enjoyed that one. I almost cried. I cried the first time I read that book, but not this time because I was at work. Last night I started reading 1984 because, like I said, I was tired of looking at screens, and all of my other books for the readathon, apart from The Final Empire, all of the other ones are ebooks or audiobooks. So I was like, okay, I want to read something physically. So I started reading 1984, and I am definitely enjoying it so far. The first chapter is like 22 pages long, and it took me like 10 pages to actually like get at all invested in the story, because basically, like, I don't know, it took me like 10 pages to get back into like the writing style, because I don't read a ton of classics, although definitely modern classics are better for me than like really old classics. Like, I started reading Emma a while ago by Jane Austen, and I like it a lot, but it just takes me a long time to read it because it's just like so different from what I'm used to. Anyway, to make sure that I fully understand what's going on, it takes me a lot longer to read it, and with this it doesn't. It just took me like 10 pages to get back into like, oh, that's the sort of style. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm definitely intrigued to see where it goes. I will say it's a bit weird that in the first chapter we've already established that the main character is like a woman hater, and for the stupidest reason he basically was like, oh, I hate women, and especially I hate this woman because she's made a chastity pledge or some shit like that. I don't know what you call it. She basically made a pledge to not have sex, and he's like, well, she's a pretty young thing and I would like to have sex with her, but I'll never be able to, so I hate her. And I'm like, well, that's fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna go, and I think I've heard in someone's review sometime that like it's not great the way that women are talked about in this book. I don't know if it's something that's resolved or if the character grows at all and realizes that women are, you know, we exist for things other than just to delight men. Radical thinking, I know, but I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then, finally, I have another reading update. I know. While I was at work today, we had a period of time when we didn't have any customers. And during that time, there's nothing for me to do. Because working in a restaurant as a waitress, once I finish all my setup and cleaning, there's nothing else for me to do if we don't have customers. So, I did start reading the ebook for Legendborn, and I've read about 40 pages, I think, so I'm like 8% of the way through. I think it's roughly 40 pages. That makes sense. That math checks out because the book's about 500 pages. So yeah, I've made a tiny dent in it, and I'm enjoying that one so far. I'm definitely intrigued. I think I'm going to read that for probably like an hour before I go to sleep. I'm just going to finish watching the YouTube video that I'm watching and then get into bed and hope that these heatless curls work. If not, that's fine. I'll just put my hair up. This is my very rambly update just to tell you I finished Clockwork Princess and I started 1984 and Legendborn, and I'm trying heatless curls. And that is all. I will see you in the morning with my results. It worked, kind of. This side definitely worked better than this side. I think this side I accidentally like kind of braided it more than twisted it, but this side I twisted it. I'm gonna have to wear my hair up, which is annoying because like they do not match at all. But it does look okay. It kind of worked, which is good to know. I think I have to practice some more on my technique, in case anyone cared. Hello friends, good evening. It is currently Wednesday night at about 9:30, 9:40. I have a little baby in my arms because she hasn't seen me in a few days, and she's so happy to see me. Aren't you, baby girl? Anyway, it is Wednesday night. Haven't spoken to you in a hot minute, so I'm actually gonna make this a 2-week long vlog, probably. I haven't had that many exciting updates as of late. I don't think I've finished any more books since I last spoke to you. But I'm currently reading Legendborn. I think I started that already. And I'm about 31% of the way through that, so I'm making some progress, but I was reading it a lot faster, and then I just spent the last 3 days at my boyfriend's house, so I barely read while I was there, so I was just spending time with him. We've been watching a lot of Umbrella Academy because we started that last week, season 2. I'd already seen season 1. I think he had already seen season 2, but I hadn't. So yeah, we watched season 2, and I guess we'll watch season 3 as well. Long story short, I haven't read a lot, but I did read a little bit more of Legendborn. I also started They Went Left the other day while I was at work on Saturday. I think I started that, and I'm a pretty decent chunk of the way through that as well. I can't remember how much. I'm 28% of the way through They Went Left. Yeah, I'm making decent progress in that as well. I'll definitely listen to some more of that tomorrow and over the weekend. Like, I think I should probably finish it over the weekend while I'm working, because like I always say, I have like an hour, sometimes an hour and a half every day where I don't have any customers. So I just listen to audiobooks during that time. And then hopefully I'll read some more of Legendborn as well, and also 1984. And then once I finish those, I think I will have finished 5 out of 7 of the books on my TBR. And I just have The Final Empire left, and then Station 11. So, like, actually, okay, so we're halfway through the month, and I've only finished 2 books from my TBR, but I'm currently reading 3 other ones, and then I just have 2 left after those. So, it's doable. It's doable. Right, meow meow? But anyway, I'm actually really tired, because even though I haven't done anything all day, apart from go to the gym, I've restarted the gym on Monday. We started going to the gym again after having like a month off, and my whole body is just killing me. Oh my god. I didn't even like go heavy on the weights. I had to a little bit on yesterday. Basically the weights I wanted were not available, so I had to just go with what I had, and so I went a little bit heavier than I wanted to. It was like the same as what I left off on, but obviously I've had a month off from working out, so I did not want to start again with the same weights, but I had to. So tomorrow is going to be super fun at work with my aching arms and aching legs and aching everything. It's definitely good to be back in the gym. I'm hopefully going to go in the morning as well before work, but like honestly, I'm kind of dying, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to just unpack my bag from Alex's house and put away all my clothes, and then I'm just going to get into bed and read and relax, and then wake up bright and early for my shift tomorrow. Hello friends, good evening. It's a Friday. I'm showered, in my pajamas, in my boyfriend's oversized hoodie because it's cold, and I'm here with an exciting reading update. So today, I only had like 2.5 hours left of the audiobook for They Went Left. I think it was 2.5 hours, something like that. Anyway, and it basically took me a lot longer to open this morning than I was anticipating, because I wasn't opening with my normal person, I was opening with someone else. And essentially, instead of doing the job that he was supposed to do, that guy didn't do his job and I did everything. So I had a lot more time to listen to my audiobook because it took me a lot longer than it was supposed to. Anyway, I'm not mad about it. So yeah, I managed to listen to a lot of the audiobook today at work, and then I only had a half an hour left, but I didn't have any more time to listen to it whilst I was there. So I was like, okay, I will finish listening to the audiobook later on. So that's what I did. So I finished listening to the audiobook for They Went Left by Monica Hesse, I want to say is surname. And I never actually said what this book is about because, to be honest, I didn't know going into it, but this book basically follows, it's set after World War II, like immediately after the end of the war when all of the concentration camps had been liberated, and it basically follows our main character Zofia, and she is looking for her little brother who she got separated from him I think 4 or 5 years before the current timeline. She had been separated from her younger brother. They'd both gone to the same concentration camp, but then from there they'd been taken to separate ones, and she had just been in the hospital, and she's finally released, and she's hell-bent on finding her brother, and it basically just follows her going to different places and like the lengths that she would go to try and find her younger brother, who she doesn't even know if he's still alive, but he's the only family that she has left. And it is a very emotional story, and I really enjoyed the fact that this book takes place after the war, because I feel like so many of the books that are set in World War II all end with like the end of the war. Like they don't normally show what happens after that. So I thought that that was a really interesting approach, and actually I listened to the author's note at the end about that and like why she chose to do that, and I really appreciated that. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 stars because for some reason I just felt like it was short. I think it's because I listened to the audiobook, and if I had read it physically I would have felt differently, but like to me it just felt like it went by so quick. I don't feel like it was underdeveloped or anything, but I don't know. It just like, it wasn't a new favorite, so it's a 4 out of 5, but I would definitely recommend that one if you haven't read it. I don't think it even has that many reviews on Goodreads, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I'm really glad I picked that one up instead of switching it out for something else. Anyway, and I read a little bit more of Legendborn last night and then also this morning before I went to work. I'm now 41% of the way through that, so I'm hoping to make some more progress later because I've been going very slowly with it. so I would like to read more in a bit. Yeah, I finished work at 6 and I immediately went to the supermarket and bought myself a frozen vegan pizza because that's what I was craving and I was starving after a whole shift with no food. So I got myself a pizza. I had a delicious pizza and I'm gonna have some ice cream later and I'm gonna watch some YouTube and I'm gonna read, and I finished my 3rd book for the readathon. So now I have 4 more to go. But now that I finished an audiobook, I can start a new audiobook tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll start the audiobook for Station 11 while I'm at work. And we should be able to bang it out quickly. And then I've just got like 2 fantasies and 1 classic left on my TBR. This is a really long and rambly clip because I haven't spoken to you in a little while. And I'm just in that kind of mood. But anyway, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you later. She is currently lying on top of a stack of precarious things on top of my laptop case because she loves it. But like, how is that comfortable? How are you comfy? You little freak. Hello, good afternoon. It's Wednesday. I have not spoken to you in a hot minute, but a lot has happened since I last spoke to you. I think the last book I finished and spoke about was They Went Left. And then since then I finally finished reading Legendborn. I say finally, I think it only took me 9 days to read it, but oh my god, it was a slog. I'm so sad because this book is so popular and I want to be on the hype train. Like, I feel like I keep on disliking popular books and it's such a shame because I want to love them, but I just don't. This one I ended up giving a 2.5 out of 5 stars, and I don't think I've really spoken about my thoughts before now because I was just trying to work out how I really felt about it, and it wasn't great is how I felt. If you don't know what this book is about, it basically follows the main character Byeeeee. At the start of the book, her mother has just died and she ends up going to this university campus for like an early admission program. So it's like the last 2 years of high school she completes at the university, and then like in an ideal world she then continues on at this uni. But basically when she gets there, the very first night she sees something weird and she basically gets introduced to this new world, which is like an Arthurian legend retelling. So the story of King Arthur and his knights at the round table basically goes from there. The reason why I wasn't a huge fan of this was because for me the whole system was so confusing and it took me such a long time to wrap my head around it that by the time I did, I just wasn't interested in the book anymore because it just, I don't know, it just really didn't work for me. I also just didn't vibe with the writing. Like, there was something off about it the whole time for me. And to make matters worse, I also was not a huge fan of the characters. I found them to be quite annoying in general. I'm so sad because I wanted to love it. And I don't think it's a bad book necessarily. I just think that it was not the book for me. So yeah, definitely I didn't hate it, but I just didn't really like it either. So that was disappointing. But another one off the list. So I just have left on my TBR 1984, Station 11, and Mistborn, Book 1, The Final Empire, which I am scared about, and it's already the 21st of the month, so we're gonna see how this goes. I actually haven't made any more progress in 1984 since I started it because I was just focusing on finishing Legendborn. So yeah, I still have these books to read physically, and then I have about an hour left in the audiobook for Station 11, so I should be able to get that done either today or tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff to do today, although I'm not really going to be listening to audiobooks during that time, I don't think. I have to clean the bathroom today, and I normally listen to music while I do that, but because it's like a wet job, I don't want to have my headphones in, and I don't like to listen to audiobooks on speaker. I don't know why, but I like can't concentrate unless they're actually like it's in my ears. So yeah, I'm not going to be listening to the audiobook while I do that, but I do have to like make my bed and stuff later. I just put my sheets on the line, and I'll probably do a little bit of cooking as well, so maybe I'll listen to the audiobook later, but I don't know. Either way, I'll probably finish it tomorrow. But yeah, I've got kind of a busy day. I had the dentist this morning, which is why I don't know if you can tell, but this side of my face, to me, it looks so obvious that I had anesthetic on this side, because yeah, I basically had to have 4 fillings because it had been such a long time since I'd been to the dentist. I think I probably covered this when I started this vlog, because I started this vlog when I went to the dentist. Anyway, so yeah, I went to the dentist 2 weeks ago and she told me I had to have 4 fillings, and I just had my 4 fillings. Yeah, so this side of my mouth is numb and it's such a weird feeling. That's what's going on. If you thought my face looked weird, it's because I just had 4 fillings. And then I was supposed to have a flat viewing today because my boyfriend and I have just started looking at buying an apartment together. So yeah, we actually went to a viewing last night, but it was not the one. So yeah, and we were supposed to go to one tonight, but he's got work. And my mom has a meeting as well, so she can't make it either. I don't want to go by myself because this flat, it needs work. Like, it definitely is a bit dated and it needs a bit of work. And my mom works in construction, so I want her input. So we're actually gonna go next week instead. And I have to clean my room and stuff. And I have some other admin type tasks to do today. So yeah, got a busy day full of errands, and I also had to go to the library because basically my library membership expired, because it expires every year and then you have to go and renew it and prove that you live at the same address. So I had to do that, and while I was there I saw that they had available a copy of Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and I almost bought this the other day because I heard someone talking about it, but then I've seen some very mixed reviews, so I was like, actually, I'm not gonna buy this. I will get it from the library, because basically I thought the waitlist for this was gonna be super long because it's, you know, new and, as it says, a bestseller, but it was available already. I'm excited but also super nervous to read this, and actually I'm the first person to take this book out, which is very surprising. I'm gonna wait until I've finished all the other books first, obviously, unless I need a palate cleanser. Maybe I'll read it, but I've heard it's just not good and I'm so nervous. This is a very rambly update. I need to go and get started on all of my tasks. I also wanted to film my wrap up today, but I don't know if I'll have time. I'm gonna try and make time, but anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and I will talk to you later on, hopefully with some more reading updates. Okay, bye. Hello friends, good morning. It's Friday. I'm so tired. I've had such a bad night's sleep, 2 nights in a row, and I'm dying. All I want to do is lie in bed all day because it's so cold and rainy outside that I'm just like, I don't want to leave the house. But I have to go to work for 7 hours. I keep on thinking that I should end this vlog because it's already been going on for such a long time, and it's now like the last week of the readathon is about to start, so I should do a separate vlog for the last week, I think. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. So I think this is gonna be our last clip. So let me wrap up what I've finished since we last spoke. I finished reading Station 11 the other day on Wednesday. Anyway, and I'm just very conflicted about that one. Like, I just don't really know how to feel. I feel like you were supposed to leave the book feeling a certain way, but I don't really know what you were supposed to feel. Yeah, I don't really know what the book was trying to achieve so much as it was just sort of like exploring what would happen in this sort of, in a way, post-apocalyptic society. So yeah, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I ended up giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars because I'm just not entirely sure how I feel about it, and that rating might change, but I enjoyed it. The writing was nice enough. I like a story where it's connected, like where it's like a bunch of characters that are connected and you're not entirely sure like how that's all gonna come into play. So that was something that was involved in this book. Basically, like at the beginning of the book, this actor dies, and then we follow 4 other characters who they knew they had some sort of connection with him, and you're following these characters after this disease sweeps the world. And yeah, so it's like, it was interesting to see how that all came into play. Something that I would have liked more was that there was sort of this element of this like cult-like community which was being led by the prophet. I feel like we could have got a lot more information on that, and it would have been like turn it more into a bit of a thriller-y type of vibe, and it could have been a bit better for me personally, but I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. I've been reading a couple reviews to see what other people feel and like try and work out what I'm missing from this book. I don't know. So I'm settling on 3.5 for now because I didn't dislike it, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to feel after finishing it, you know? So yeah, that's that. I have read a little bit more of 1984. I'm now on page 72, which is about a quarter of the way through, and I haven't yet started The Final Empire, and I am so intimidated because it's 640 pages. And I have a week to read both of these, and I'm about to go to work for 7 hours, and then I have to work 2 doubles over the weekend, and then next week on Thursday and Friday, which will be the last 2 days of the readathon, I'm also working 7-hour shifts. We will see how it goes, and I just have a bunch of other things I have to do, so I don't know how it's gonna go. But anyway, that is all for this super long vlog. The last time I edited it, it was over 40 minutes, and yeah, there's still a lot of editing that needs to be done, so hopefully it gets cut down quite a bit. So thank you so much for joining me for this 2 weeks of Bookoplathon madness. I will be filming the last week as well, so don't worry, you will get a finale. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me an eye emoji for 1984. Let me know how you're doing with the readathon. I want to know. Or if you're not taking part, just let me know how your September reading is going. What are you up to? I'd love to know. I'm really gonna go because I have to, first of all, start the next vlog, and then I also have to get ready for work. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye!